Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ray. Check it out, guys. I got another mod for the Superduty. Guys, I'm working on my 2020 Ford Tremor. Guys, as you can see, the lights are flashing behind me. It doesn't happen on stock. You have to mod it. All right, so you're interested in this type of modification, please consider like, subscribe. Check out all the links below. They will be affiliate and does support this channel, and I greatly appreciate it. So enough of me talking. Let's just get into the video, show you how I got my Superduty to operate just like this. Let's go. Okay, now before we get started, let's just go over what Boost Auto Parts will send you. As you can see here, it'll come in this little package here, and these are the two parts here. Now I recommend you guys, before you get started, have some pry tools, panel remover tools on hand. You may need it, and a couple of zip ties also. And also for extra measure, I have some double-sided tape. Again, this is all the information I took from their installation video that wasn't covered that I suggest you have. Also, make sure you have a decent pair of wire cutters because you're gonna need it. And also, being that you're going to be doing some heat shrinking, have a heat gun, which I'm not going to show, but have some type of heat gun or a lighter or something so you can heat shrink the connections. And that's pretty much it. So that's what comes in the package. What I like about this also, guys, depending on your application, as you can see, it says Ford here, and it goes to their installation video. How I suggest to check out that one also after you view this one. All right. All right, I'm just gonna make sure, again, I'm gonna go over pretty much what they're telling me to do, but I'm just giving you some more detailed information if you're interested. All right, and again, I want to give you the close-up of exactly what they're sending you. You got two connectors here. Now be guided, I'm installing mine into a 2020 Superduty 350 Ford Tremor. All right, so I should have the 20-pin connection. Doing my research and viewing their website, that's information they have given me. And they give you these little taps that you're gonna need. All right, I got 4 of them. So I have that. And this is the meat and potatoes, or the brains of the operation. All right, let's open this up. Okay. Properly laid out. For LED use only, Boost Auto Parts. All right, just again, just want to give you some visual information so allowed you to see exactly how this thing is put together. And they give 2 of them, all right, for the left and right side of your vehicle or lights. All right, so that's the eye candy for this. So what we're gonna do, guys, stand by. I'm gonna set up the camera and we're gonna start installing this thing. All right, any hiccups, any issues, I'll definitely, again, I'll pause the video and I'll bring your attention to it and we'll just keep it moving. All right, guys, consider like, subscribe, and let's just keep it moving. Let's go. Okay, guys, I'm gonna start at the passenger side. Now, we're gonna have to get behind here. So the idea is this is supposed to pull right out. So what I'm gonna use a pry tool here just to get behind it so I can pry this out toward yourself. Okay, so we got that. Now, as you can see, here we have our connection. So what we're gonna do is gonna simply pull from this side to pull this out. Now up here, there's like a little push tab. Let's see if I can show you guys as I'm using my nail to pull it out right here. You just push down on that and you can take this out, okay? And that's it, that's to start it off. As they stated in their video and directions, we're gonna have to deal with pin 12, all right? Now, when you look at this, I don't know if you can, I'll try to focus on that, blue with a gray wire. So that is pin 12. So that's the wire we're gonna focus on. Now, before I get to that pin, I have to strip back this wire so I can be able to cut it. Now, I also recommend have some electrical tape on hand so when you're done, you can wrap this all back up once you complete it. So, and also take your time, guys, with this because you don't want to shave any type of wiring causing a short. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna strip this down, then we'll pick up the video after I get it shaved. All right, so stand by. Okay guys, so what I'm doing, I'm just gonna take off this electrical tape because I'm gonna replace it with a new one once I'm done. All right, so that's done. Now that's, again, now we're dealing with pin 12, which is gonna be the blue and gray wire, which is this one right here. Okay, blue and gray, pin 12, yep. So that's the one I'm dealing with. So let me get my wire cut so I can cut this back in the middle. Pin 12, blue and gray. I'm just gonna cut it right in the middle, okay? And just gonna strip this back. Now, let me give you a word of advice. This wire is smaller than, I have an 18 gauge, I guess, diameter. It's smaller than that. So this more like might be a 20. So if you have wire cutters, make sure you have wire cutters that's able to go around this and give you a nice clean cut or stripping up that wire, all right? This was much smaller than what I already own. So off camera, I had to take my time to shave this off, all right? Because I don't have anything smaller. Keep that in mind when you do this. It's a thin wire, so make sure you have wire cutters that's able to strip that diameter. Very important. Just want to bring that to you when it comes to that wire. So I got the blue and gray stripped back. So the next step, they say, is to take your connectors and let's get this joint together, all right? So you're gonna put it in. As you can see, these two spots here goes into this two spots there. So you're just gonna slip that in to lock it in, okay? So that's locked in. So now what we have to do is connect this end to these two ends. So let's get that done. Next step, when they say it says out with an orange connector, that's gonna go toward the mirror, this part right here, as per the directions. So you're just gonna slip that into there, and once you have that securely in there, you're just gonna crimp it down. So you get that. All right, guys, let's keep this moving. Listen, to tell you the truth, guys, before you even start this project, you have to have some certain tools. Now, I had to stop and go with installation because I didn't have certain tools with me, and I had to run out to the store to pick it up. Now, I brought your attention to the wire stripper. You're also gonna need a crimping tool. The crimping tool on the edge of these wire is not sufficient. At least in my version of using this, is not. All right, so I end up having to run to the store and get me a crimping tool. Guys, I will put the list of parts, or I should say tools, below, so you don't have to get caught in the middle of your installation and have to run back and forth to the store. Again, I ran out to get a crimping tool, which I'm gonna do at this present time. Now crimp this down. It's very important because you want a nice installation and you don't want any freaking problems. So this is in, that's in, and let me see if I can crimp this down. Okay. All right, that's crimped down. Again, I just want to bring that to your attention. Make sure you have your crimping tools and your wire strippers so you don't have to stop and go like I'm doing to get this done. So that's the one thing I noticed about doing this installation of this. All right, so I got the top one, so now I got to connect the bottom one of the other end to the opposite end. All right, what that's going to happen, you're going to take the orange to the orange, and it's going to be the same thing. You're just going to put it over, insert it, and crimp it down. Okay guys, I'm trying to crimp the below one, trying to keep this together. But give it a little tug, make sure it's not coming out. That's not coming out. All right, so again, out to blue, orange to the other end, and that's that. Now I'm going with the ground wire. Now this is on, again, a 2020 Ford Super Duty Tremor. We're gonna deal with pin 22. Now, their direction says you're looking for a black and white, a black with blue stripes or a black with white stripes on pin 22 for the passenger side. All right, pin 22 is right here. You can see it says 22 on the connection, and we had a black and look like a yellow stripe. All right, so it's a black and yellow stripe. The importance is just to get pin 22, which 22 is right here, listed on the module itself, okay? So we're just gonna take these connectors and we're just gonna put it right here and snap it in. And so once we got that, then we're just gonna take the ground from this and plug it in, okay? So ours is a black and yellow stripes, on pin 22. So that's in, that's in. Now we have to concentrate, they said, on pin 7, I believe they said. So let's locate pin 7 and let me see what color that could be for the 2020 Super Duty. So let me check that out. We're dealing with the turn signal wire. Now the direction says we're looking for pin 7. So for reference, again, keep the module point upward. All right, that's a up. And all you're gonna do is just count over, starting at this end, that away, 7. And it's a blue with a gray stripe. So if you're not sure, and they say again, be careful because they might change up the wiring. So just concentrate on where the location of the wire is. So we count over, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And in fact, it is a blue with a gray wire. So we're gonna tap into this wire here with the T-top connector, all right? And all we can do is just gonna put this over this end. Okay. All right, that's snapped in. And just to make sure, we'll come back with a little wire cutter and just force down, do each one, and then come back with the next connector and just plug this in. Make sure you slip it all the way over. That's it. And that's it, all right? So those are all connected. So what I'm gonna do now, just get my little heat gun, heat this up so the shrink will tighten up for a nice connection. And that'll be it for this side. So this is just only the passenger side, so we'll continue on the driver's side. Okay guys, now as you can see, I got everything connected. I already came back with my heat gun and shrink wrap or the connections. So that's done well. So now we're done. That's for the passenger side. So all I have to do now, just plug this back in. It's locked in. And so now I suggest that's where you get your extra electrical tape. And what I'm gonna do now, I'm just gonna come back and clean this up, get it all wrapped up and nice and tight. So let me just get this wrapped up and we'll continue on. All right guys, so that's installed now. Let's go over to the driver's side and get that installed now. Okay guys, we're on the driver's side. Same thing as before, these pops out. It's good to have a pry tool so you can get it started, and you're just gonna pull right back. There you go. Okay, same thing. Again, just little tabs holding it. Pull it back, you're done. All right, and same as before, all you're gonna do is just gonna pull back, push that little tab here to take this out. Just get my nail and get it orientated that this part is up so you know which one you're dealing with. All right, we got the pin 22. Just like the passenger side, it's a black and yellow we're gonna be dealing with. We're gonna be dealing with pin 12, which is the opposite end, which is the blue and gray. All right, and so let's get this going. Now, again, same as before, we're just gonna cut back some of this sheathing, have some extra electrical tape available so you can replace them when you're done. Of course, we have to, and just be careful taking this off, guys. Again, you don't want to short out one of your wires for unnecessarily. All right, so I'm just gonna peel this back, keep it going. Just give me enough room. All right, so that's it. Get it all separated. And now let's start hooking this up. On the driver's side, again, for the 2020, we're gonna do with pin 12, which is the end, which is a blue and gray wire. We're gonna cut that in the middle, okay? So now we're gonna shave this back. And remember, as I said before, make sure you have the proper wire cutters. This is like a 20 in diameter. So if you want a nice clean cut, make sure your wire cutters can accommodate that diameter, which I end up picking an extra one. Again, guys, I'll put a list of parts or tools in the bottom so you can order your tools so you don't have to wait when you order this part. Again, those links will be affiliate and does support my channel, and I greatly appreciate it. So we got that done, and just like before, all we're gonna do is connect the two connectors together. Just make sure they go the same direction, make sure it locks in. Okay, and like before, we're gonna start with the orange. We'll go closer toward the connector. push that in, and we're gonna crimp that down. Again, I just want to make sure that this is crimped in good. It's gonna crimp that real good. All right, so give a little tug, you know that's in there. And now what we're gonna do, same as before, you're gonna take the orange lead, all right, and that's gonna go to the other end. Again, same thing, slip it in, make sure it's all the way in. Make sure you have a crimp too, because it's very important to bite down on this, to have a good connection. So yeah, don't try to do it with pliers or whatever. Okay guys, I'm gonna continue on with driver's side, and we're gonna focus on pin 22. Again, 22 is a black and they say violet color. I say like a yellowish color. It's right there in the corner. You'll see it, it'll say pin 22 on it, or it'll say 22 right in the corner. All right, there. Hope that's coming out. That's our ground wire. So what we're gonna do, we're taking the black ground here, but we need they call it a T connector. I'll place that right here, and we're just gonna pinch this together. You're gonna hear it connect. Once that's connect, all you're gonna do is just take this black wire here, and you're just gonna slip it in. All right. Next, we're gonna do our, I believe this turning signal, and that's gonna be on, I believe it's pin 7. We're looking for pin 7. Again, important, just make sure you count over from the top, going from left to right, count over, and it's in fact a green with a brown stripe. So just separate that from the rest so you can get that T connector. All you're gonna do is just butt it in, just like they showed you. And now you're gonna take the blue end, again, you're just gonna connect it, put it right in, slip that in. And that's it guys, it's all connected. I must admit, once you get the one side done, the other side is going to go much quicker because now you realize what you're doing or understand what you're doing. So what I'm going to do now, I'm just going to get my heat gun. I'm going to heat shrink this stuff all together before I button it up. Throw some electrical tape and some tie downs and plug it in. So let me just get that done, and we'll pick it up with the final product. Okay guys, as you can see, got a little small zip tie holding it. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just throw another one for extra measure. Just wanna keep this all together so it doesn't rub against any type of metal parts, causing a short or what have you. Cut that off right there. And all you're gonna have to do is just put this back, and it just fits right over. There you go, much better. That's it guys, it's in. And that's it guys, it's all done. And let me show you the final results. Okay guys, as you can see right now, it's now working. Flashes in the front is working. And now my side markers are flashing. All right, the stock does not do that. All right, so you're gonna have to hack it with Boost Auto Parts if you want to get that feature. And that's the right side. And let me show you the driver's side. Okay guys, and as you can see, we got the right side, or I should say driver's side working also. So definitely like this feature, definitely love this hack. So guys, check out the link below. Parts down there will be affiliate. I'll put down the tools, the part, everything you need to know to get this done. To let you know, if you get everything in front of you before you even start this shouldn't take no more than I say an hour at the tops. All right, it took me a little longer because I had to stop and go, recording, etc. But if you have all the tools, and again, the tools is the most important for all this video, you should be done an hour the most. All right, I'm even saying 45 minutes. So guys, like, subscribe, and I'll check you on the next one. Later.